want to continue in the old Nigeria, the new Nigeria, plus everybody going their own way. So it's now become a different segment. Then the people that want Nigeria to break up are now supporting the people that want the new Nigeria.
Clash
Thank
of civilization, clash of almost everything.
Thank you. And because of that clash of this and now, the old people now are now thinking, wait, let's use their religious divide to divide them. But they forget that by doing that, you're falling to the group of people that want the country to divide. If you decide, okay, let's go to the people that wanted to damage you, younger people say, no. You people enjoyed it when it was working. We want it to work. We're going to with the Labour Party and OB campaign. So they are now caught in between so many things. So what they are trying to do is to create a distraction using so many propaganda system. And the unfortunate thing for them is that this information are easy to verify, to counter because of the advent of online. And so many social media networks are available that people can go to handles and confirm things. So it's becoming difficulty for them, and they're going to resort to violence. That's why when you notice during the protest, the whole garment of Nigerian army came out because they could not back up the fact. They say, okay, you're fighting against bad governance. Even the people you're going to bring to come and do counter protests are now saying the same thing with the people that are supposed to be protesting. So it's becoming difficult.
To go out there and say everything is fine. Okay, so everything is fine. We don't need protest. They got to the protest ground. They themselves started complaining. This country is tough. Curry is expensive. Rice is expensive.
So it's becoming difficult. It's becoming difficult to defend the propaganda. And what is going to end up is they're going to fall into the hands of the people that want the country to break up. Because if you can't defend your propaganda, you resort to violence. When you resort to violence, you now have to break up the country.
Right.
And that is where they're going.
Tribal division. They don't know that they've taken this tribal division further than they planned.
Thank you.
Usually, once they throw in you notice, so you know that, before now, once they throw this tribal stuff in, especially the Igbos will just stay away. They'll just kind of stay away.
Yeah.
But now the Igbos are pushing back. And that's never seen before.
Yes.
This generation of Igbos, right? They are not like striking away. They are now pushing back. And the guys who are very much good in using propaganda, tribal division, bigotry, and all of that, they were shocked. There are people who are pushing back. They resorted into violence.
Because they're used to before. Because they're used to before. When they bring out that propaganda, there is no counter argument. There's no fact to back it up. They control the media, control everything. So when they bring in the propaganda now, you find that people go online and go and track people's social media posting and go, wait, you that say this thing. In 2019, where were you? You were talking about this one. So if I add those antecedents coming through now, I cannot believe what you're saying now because you can't change overnight. Then the people that they are trying to instigate you against, the good thing that is happening now is most vloggers now are coming from the north, speaking outside local languages. They're now explaining the same thing that we've been explaining to the southern people, to the northerners now. So the thing is becoming, when the imam go to talk, say, no. That thing you're saying doesn't add up. I saw it there and I've checked on the papers, it add up. So now it's becoming difficult to lie. Because before they use this fear tactics, the same thing that Adebo is in the south. They used to have the imam of Sultan of Sokoto and all these imam use that in the north.
So
That don't hold anymore.
You are not supposed to counter them.
Thank you. You make you panic. They will not tell you if you talk anything against them. They're basically acting as if they're God's representative on earth.
Yeah.
They use that power, like I said earlier, because they don't have any common sense. They put their opinion. They, instead of saying it's my opinion, they'll say God said.
God.
And then people were like buying it until people start asking, wait, this same God said doesn't add up. How come your life is moving forward? People are beginning to ask questions. Before, who born you were to ask, say, Pastor, they give you miracle water.
At me and saying, why would you say that? Why would you say Adeboye is mad? What's your mouth? Adeboye.
Yeah, because it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. The same Adeboye came out to protest during Jonathan. Yeah? The same Adeboye during when...
We are now using all of their past action, right?
Thank you.
We are
You're not comparing
to tackle them. And they never imagined that will happen in their lifetime. I get you, Baba.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. And that is where the problem is. And you're not even saying it that you said it now. It's a case of what they said. You're not bringing it. Okay, this person at this point in time said this under these circumstances. The same circumstance repeated itself. Why is action changing?
Why is it changing now?
If you say God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, why is your own God changing with political parties?
Wow.
then
You
people begin to
actually
pick, wait,
nailed it,
this
Baba.
this
Especially,
doesn't add up.
uh you nailed it, oh, because what you just did here is that you make it more easier for a lot of people watching us tonight, including those who are elders too, to let them know
Yeah.
that, listen, we are not supposed to be your enemy. We just don't want to
God,
take your bullshit anymore. Like,
yes,
we
and
will not keep
we're not
quiet
your
anymore.
enemy because,
Hmm.
for God's sake, when people like my dad then were going to school,
Yeah.
they were staying in hostels. Government were paying them.
Eh,
Naira to pound was close to each other.
eh.
I can't afford to live that life right now.
No.
I'm even scared of thinking about it right now because as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking, how much am I going to earn to pay that kind of school fees and everything?
Take a
And
look at
people
those
come in here.
who are so angry and planned coups back in the days. They were in their 20s, 30s, right? But the people who are now, those people are now in
Tinubu,
their own 60s today. They are now saying we are impatient.
Mayegu,
At
you're
the age
going
of
too far.
30, 40, they say we are not
Mayegu,
patient.
Mayegu,
Baba?
you're going too far. How old was Antonio Enahoro when he raised the motion for independence in 1957?
It was
He was
about
24,
20.
25.
How
24,
old?
25. 24, 25.
24, 25. God bless you, Baba.
Awolowo was less than 40 when he was premier of Western Nigeria.
That's right.
Michael Okpara was less than 40 when he was.
Richard Akinjide was just about 23 when he was an advisor to a president of a country at the time too.
Thank you. Michael Okpara was less than 40 when he was managing
the entire Eastern Nigeria.
Eastern Nigeria. And within Jakonde was in less than 60, in less than 50s when he developed
It
Lagos
was in
to
his
what
early
it is now.
40s, exactly.
Early 40s. And it took them 4 or 5 years to do those things. These people have been there for 20 something years. So when you begin to tell me X, Y, Z, it doesn't add up. Because I will give you fact and figure and match it together. Tinubu have controlled Lagos for over 20 years. Compare his development to what Jakonde did with over the same period. Compare his development to what Awolowo did.
The premier region. Sorry, Awolowo was the premier of the Western region for just about 6-7 years.
Let's not go to Awolowo. We'll say Awolowo controlled the whole of West. It's too big for Tinubu then, fine. Let's go to Jakonde to Tinubu within the same period, over the same period. Let's see. If you look at these things now, you begin to understand that these people were they were using religion as a way of manipulating us because they know they didn't have anything to offer on a sincere argument. China and Nigeria were all categorized as developing nations in the 70s. China is not, we're not, all Africa are now going to China and queuing up to collect loan. The same people who were categorized as the same people. Malaysia came to us to collect palm kernel. Now they are now selling us palm kernel. Dangote open refinery. Dangote open refinery. Say, okay, I want to start selling PMS to Nigeria. Quickly, NNPC increased fuel price, telling him that, they have to sell at regulated prices. Well, then what is the market? What is the force of demand and supply? That means you're telling us indirectly that you don't want him to sell at a lower price. Because if he does that, it will open the loophole of your subsidy. Because if Dangote come in and say, I'm going to sell at 150, 160, everybody that imports or substandard petrol will have to find a way to start looking for what to do. Or you come to Nigeria, open your own refinery. They don't want to invest in the country, but they want to benefit from the country. Because all of them have gone to abroad and build their own refineries, build their own source of production. They're like converting us to market. We must eat whatever they produce, wherever they produce.
Thank you.
And that is what has been happening. It's for the first time. This Gen Z are the first people to actually question the system. And we that in our 50s and 60s now are basically looking at it and going, wait, these things you are doing, we wouldn't even try to do it when we're in your age. But we're happy to support you because we realize that we made a mistake during our own time. And the people in their 40s, early 50s now, that are next generation after us, are not thinking, wait, we actually can do this. And they're supporting them.
Before we are going to actually see a working country. So it's not going to happen. Wow.
It's two things, like I said, is going to happen. Yes, the people that are using bigotry are going to push the people that want the country to work to the point of breaking up. Because once he breaks up, they're doing it without knowing. They're inadvertently doing it.
Yeah.
It's like telling your wife, I don't want you to dress nice. But you go outside there, see nice women, and you're admiring them. Then one day, your wife decides, you know what? I've had enough. I want to leave you. Then she go and dress up and look nice outside. You say, wait, my wife actually look better than all the people I've been looking at. But by then she's already gone. My country has already broken up. That's the case of Nigeria. The people at the top are so comfortable where they are that they forget that there are thousands of people under them. Because they have sense of this stupid security around their door. Like, I have a police officer, I have this, I have that. the same police officer that cannot afford to feed himself, carrying a gun, looking after you. It just take one day that his son will go to hospital and say, "Okay, if you don't pay, your son will die. His son will die." Just look at it and say, "Wait, okay, I've been securing for the past 8 years, and actually I can now. That Nigeria has not happened to me." He will just turn around and kill you.
Without any regret. See, thank you so much, oh man. You just took me on. You took all of us, not me. You need to read the comment. You took all of us on a very amazing self-discovery. There are people, I see, if this was supposed to be a gathering, you will see a lot of people doing like this in the audience. Like, wow.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we need to get to a point where we start pulling statistics. From 1967, every time there's been a government, let's pull statistics of that government, compare it to the current government.
Wow.
Then we'll start asking questions. Before you know it, you will begin to see that these people can no longer tell us any nonsense anymore.
Wow. Thank you so much. My time is now up, and I do not regret having you as our last caller this evening. You actually give us a lot of reasons, a lot of stuff to think of tonight.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night. Yeah.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And to everyone else, I don't think I should ruin it. Let's end it that way, right? Thank you for your time, everyone. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Again, I'm still taking it slow, all right? So you won't see me in the afternoon, but if you by any chance will see me in the afternoon, great. I do not plan to be here in the afternoon, okay? But you will see me tomorrow night again. Until then, take it easy, and never stop watching Mayego. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary, Diary political.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary, Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàbù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní.